Hey out there, this is Mitchell from GameFront here with some quick thoughts on the Halo 5 multiplayer beta, which officially starts on December 29th for those who have the Master Chief Collection, and will run through all the way until January 18th, 2015. So, Halo 5, what's new? Well, for starters, the big, game-changing mechanic is that it is now possible to aim down scope on every weapon, most notably the assault rifle and SMG. In fact, the default control scheme for Halo 5 adapts a more traditional first-person shooter control scheme by mapping the left trigger as the aim down sight button and switching grenades to the left bumper. This initially feels kinda weird and really not Halo-esque, but once you get used to it and see that there are other systems in place to prevent Halo 5 from feeling too much like Call of Duty, like for example the fact that if you get shot while aiming down scope, you will immediately be descoped, it's honestly not that bad. Different, but not that bad. It's certainly going to be a controversial change, but it feels like an addition that makes sense. It also makes the assault rifle a much better starting weapon than it has been in the past. The other big change is the fact that players now have unlimited sprint, but there's a pretty significant catch. You cannot recharge shields while sprinting, and if you sprint while your shields are down and then stop, you'll have to wait even longer for them to recharge. So you'll have to weigh the pros and cons of sprinting away from a fight, or sprinting to pursue someone in the heat of the moment. In addition to having unlimited sprint, players can also utilize a quick directional boost a la Titanfall and Advanced Warfare. I found that proper use of this maneuver is key to adapting to Halo 5's multiplayer due to its many invaluable uses. It can be used to quickly get into cover if you're being sniped, it can be used to make players miss and waste valuable bullets in their magazines in a straight up firefight, and it can be used to play some mind games on the opponent to confuse them. Halo 5 also draws some inspiration from Destiny by essentially turning its Spartans into Titans. Players can now execute a shoulder charge by pressing the melee button after running at full speed to plow through an enemy, decimating their shields or taking them out completely. Players can also execute a powerful ground pound maneuver by jumping high up into the air and holding down the crouch button. 343 also took some notes from the Warlock class as well by allowing Spartans to hover for a bit while aiming down sight in mid-air. Getting shot will immediately bring you back to the ground due to knocking your sight off. The beta only featured 2 maps in one mode, 4-on-4 Team Slayer. While neither showed off any vehicles or even any alien weapons, the 2 maps offered different gameplay focuses. Empire, for instance, took place inside an industrial skyscraper and focused on map control. Typically, the team who was able to control the sniper rifle spawn in the exterior part of the map tended to get the victory. Power weapons like sniper rifles, by the way, are now marked by waypoints and AI will call them out when they're close to spawning in. The other map, Truth, is a delightfully simple map with 4 two-story structures around the edge, walkways connecting each of them, and a bridge overhead that holds an energy sword. Most of the time, matches began with a rush to see who could claim the sword first and get a huge starting advantage. Overall, I'm a little conflicted with my thoughts on the Halo 5 beta. Let me say straight away that it's fun. I had a lot of fun with it. My big hangup is that, to me, Halo is a series that for a long time seemed ahead of the game as far as multiplayer first-person shooters go on consoles. By that I mean, the Halo games kept on bringing new ideas to the table, or at the very least, Halo would take inspiration from other games and find a way to make it its own. Halo 2 introduced a unique dual-wielding mechanic that had never been seen before in first-person shooters. Halo 3 introduced a variety of consumable items into multiplayer, like the bubble shield and the regenerator, that players could use to gain an advantage in various situations. Halo Reach introduced armor powers, which essentially brought a system of classes into Halo, but without ever feeling derivative of something else. With Halo 5, it feels like all the additions that are being shown in this beta are simply features and mechanics that we've already seen in other games. The boost of speed, the new Spartan abilities, the ability to aim down scope on every weapon, nothing feels particularly new. Nothing feels like it's moving the series forward. Of course, these are just early impressions from a tiny slice of what Halo 5 will eventually become, so take that particular criticism with a grain of salt. We have still yet to see vehicles, other game modes, or any sort of new weapons, and so on. We'll no doubt find out more about Halo 5's multiplayer in the months to come. As mentioned earlier, those who bought the Master Chief Collection will be able to form their own opinions on the beta starting December 29th when the public beta goes live. Thanks for watching our preview for Halo 5's multiplayer beta, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.